describe how the box landing on him kills him. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 27.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Y'all got your butts kicked all over the city, basically.
Head bumps like a truck.
I was like, what?
All that long.
I almost died.
As a giant meteor hurls towards the city, I need everybody to make
Right.
dexterity saving throws.
We're already off the rails.
I need
It's 10 seconds into the episode.
Yeah, get it out now.
We had a boss fight. It was the cake boss.
Take a point.
Plenty of cake.
Take a point. Yeah, you guys fought.
Ready a rump too.
Split the party. Fought. Some of you went down a couple times.
No one died.
I almost
No,
died.
somebody died.
Well, someone very important died, but
Somebody very
it
important
happens.
died.
Other than that,
Other than that, nobody died. That's the important
And
thing. Only one person
and-
died.
and then Emers's Eagles made everybody a lovely little rump roast.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, that was a pretty accurate summary of what happened last week. Lots of butt jokes.
Well, I mean,
So
you
many.
gave us a mob with a dump truck.
It's true. It's true. And you guys ended knocking once again on the hideout door of the pirates, and your patron, One-Eyed Willie, looking for a way to dispose of the body. And that's what we'll take off as you guys take the elevator down. I mean, it's a familiar place to y'all, for the ones that have been here about 4 times now. You slowly make your way through the winding boats.
I'm just following behind everyone. Still in shock that I can summon things like that and kill shit while my wolf is there. Just in shock as I look at the body that's being carried.
Are your creatures still the ones that are carrying Lucius?
Yes,
Okay.
they are flying with the body.
Okay. What time of day? It's after dark at this point. What time is it about right now?
Probably like 10-ish.
Okay.
It's late.
It's late. So, as you all arrive, the pirate One-Eye Willie is not there. But the person you understand is the actual One-Eyed Willie is
One with all the eyes.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even turn around. You all arrive.
I'll take out my amulet and ask, can you help us burn a body?
It's not the most pleasant thing to do, but I do not take issue with it. I knew I'd be seeing you after the reports of what happened.
Well, we had turned in for the night. A couple of us had gone out, gone our separate ways, and he was just ambushed. I'll let the people who were there tell it.
Different creatures we hadn't seen before this time. They were immune to magic. As Fair will describe them, placing particular emphasis on the features of the one we spent 2 hours chasing. If his didn't already hear the dummy thick ass cheeks from his lair.
By the way, we all get advantage for the dummy thick ass cheeks.
Straight to hell. All of you.
That went clap,
All
clap,
of
clap,
you.
clap,
All of
clap.
you straight to hell. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yo, we heard him
who's gonna
clapping
drive
a
the bus?
long ways away.
It's true. Interesting.
He was liquid first.
Monstrosities tend to be lots of things. It's a very wide category.
Extremely wide. But it did seem like they were rather specifically after the vessel once the creature had subdued Lucius, picked up the body and just started running or oozing, whatever it was doing, trying to get away. Didn't really try to avoid dealing with the rest of us, but gave us a bit of a chase. So we're hoping that if
Yeah,
we can get rid of this body, we might be able to. They won't be able to find the rest of us.
yes, the Lord of the Nine Hells seemed to require the body, but didn't much care for the soul inside. I think killing him and taking the body back to Stormmaw was probably the goal.
I would,
Yeah.
I would really like to go unnoticed. So burning the body would be helpful.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
of
we
course.
Well,
It may mean they
incineration.
don't have a way to find us anymore. It may mean they just stop caring about us altogether because we no longer have anything they want.
Maybe
Or it may
letting
mean they get so mad that they are determined to kill us. I really have no idea.
Dietrich, if they can't find us, though, you can work off a few of those marks,
I mean,
per se.
theoretically, if you were to burn the body, I imagine of the parties involved, 3 will not have any interest. Or 2 rather not have any interest. The third would be very upset.
Which one?
The Lord would not be happy. But again, if you've broken communications in his binds, there's no reason to see why you can't go unnoticed for periods of time.
And it'll certainly help with Stormmaw off our backs.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that Storm Maw and the Lord of the Nine Hells might not necessarily be working exactly together in retrieving this vessel? Who are the other 2 parties who were interested?
Well, no, I misspoke. I think there are 3 parties involved. I think you have Stormmaw, I think you have the Lord, and then I think he has some other organization, some other allies on his side. Otherwise, his presence would not be felt.
The Dwargar, or the
Possibly.
cult, or the cult that they're members of. What did they call themselves? The Hellraisers?
Hellbringers. That very may well be the third party. Because when you're dealing with magics of that nature, you have to have redundancies.
Well, if we can get any of them off our backs, even for a time, that sounds like a welcome change to me.
Agreed.
It is some peace of mind that we won't just have everything trying to possibly kill us.
Mm-hmm.
To mention, if we do leave the body intact, wherever we decide to leave it might also in turn attract attention.
Yeah, I don't think we can risk leaving it intact.
Do we even know how long it would take him to find another vessel? It could be forever for all we know. It could be tomorrow, but
Well, it was
my thoughts on that is if it's taken him this much time and he has sought this vessel so much that he doesn't have another option that's easy.
well. Did he not say that it takes about the time it you have to he has to grow one from scratch? So about the time it takes a human to ripen and mature, 18 or 20 years.
That would be the time to make a new one. But I think it seemed like he thought perhaps he could create one out of an existing person. He
Either way,
offered his last offer to me was that if I helped him, he would stop coming after Lucius and he would use a different vessel.
Entirely possible there are other suitable vessels that are already existing, and just so happens that his allies had control of one until they didn't. And now they have to go down and hunt the others. Which doesn't sound
Wi-
very appealing.
Willie, how much do you know about these vessels?
Hardly anything.
Neither do we. All we've learned is that I guess the process or the technology for making them was developed in Furimdur by the dwarves there. Would that be something worth checking out? Useful information, or should we focus more on just not dying for the time being?
I think you can focus on whatever you want to focus on. That being said, I would imagine a vessel that houses, even temporarily, to allow them to gain full power, the body of a god, must have some type of inherent magical ability, probably latent, not outgoing. But I would say focus on what you want to focus on.
So you'll help us destroy the body then?
Of
I don't mean
course.
to be macabre, but
No, of course.
Wait, you guys don't typically burn the dead?
No.
Huh.
well, some people do, but not typically underground by a giant beholder in secret to keep the Lord of the Nine Hells away. It's a little different.
It is a little different, but it's a step we should take.
Well, shall we
Not.
move?
Oh no, I agree. We can't just have this vessel lying around for them to find.
Well, can we leave the body of the late Prince Storma in your capable tentacles then?
Of course.
Keep it
Fair.
safe or destroy it.
Fair. I wonder what would happen if you cast Speak with Dead. Would you speak to Lucius or to the prince or somebody else?
Well, I only had that ability previously by the grace of the Lord of the Nine Hells, and
Ah, I see.
so and invoking his power to do such a thing, even if I did still have the orb, doesn't seem like the best of ideas. But I am definitely curious now, but I think that would have to remain a mystery.
Dunce will kind of ask, do you guys have 5 questions you need to know?
Well, I think it would depend on who showed up.
Do we want to risk that?
If we think it's a risk, I probably wouldn't, but it would be I would just be curious to see who we ended up speaking to.
What could possibly be more risk than walking around with the target on our backs, as we have been of the Lord's vessel? I say, if you're willing to cast the spell for us, then sure, why not? Give it a try. See what we can learn.
Okay. Cast Speak with the Dead. Alright, he's going first.
Well, who shows up? Is it the prince or Lucius?
You have no idea.
Okay, I guess the first question is, who are we speaking with? What's your name?
One second. Dang it, I had the wrong tab open. So the first question is, who are you speaking? Who are we speaking to? Actually,
Like what's your name? Or-
There we go. Sorry, apparently, Google Drive put out an update, so it wouldn't let me open anything. You can hear the mouth underneath the helmet kind of open up as the air starts to flow in from the spell working fully. Prince Tybalt of Stormmaw.
What's the last thing you remember?
Walking down into the dungeons at home.
Your body was intended to be used as a vessel for the Lord of the Nine Hells to return to Odoron. Is this an arrangement that you were aware of? Did you enter it consensually?
First, I'm hearing of it.
Was there anyone around you who you think would betray you? Anyone who was working with a secretive cult of some kind, or anyone who would?
No.
I think one more question if anybody has anything.
I didn't really want to speak with him to begin with, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
I think I've got something. Uh, Fair will conjure up their spell quill with a flourish and draw out the 3 triangle symbol on the palm of their hand to show. Can he see it? Actually, ask if he recognizes the symbol.
They can't comprehend anything that has happened since
Oh
they've
crap!
died.
Never mind then.
You can try and visually describe it. Verbally
Yeah,
describe it.
it was what 3 triangles together. 2 of them were like filled and one of them wasn't, I think.
Yeah.
That we'd seen on the Hellraiser. No, Hellbringers tattoos and all.
It is familiar, but I can't place it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
His body will kind of collapse back down onto the table. Oh, look, I understand I have a big eye and like 10 tentacles, but that was freaky.
Wasn't it though?
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous.
Ugh.
How come you don't let me do that, Willie?
I don't know.
Well, I understand if you don't want to teach me yet, but promise you will eventually.
I'm certainly. I mean, maybe. I don't even know if I know how to do that.
Above game, he does. I'm gonna learn it
No,
at
yeah.
level much higher level as a warlock invocation.
Yeah.
Anyway, if we're gonna be heading out of town, we should probably go get some sleep and see about procuring some transportation in the morning.
Our own 2 feet never hurt us. We can walk.
I don't I don't know that I'd want to walk from here to the North Pole. Not when there are perfectly good horses and wagons to be found.
No, yes. Should I disintegrate the body before we forget?
Oh, please.
Please.
Yeah, take anything non-magical on him that you want to keep.
I guess I'll keep this. I'll keep the Ring of the Ram and this potion.
Uh,
Above game, I don't think we decided who was taking the other healing potion. I know Naimiri was taking the Everlasting,
Yeah.
so the Superior is also there for whoever wants it.
Okay.
not me. I am gonna take the bag and the alchemy jug though.
Yeah, I assume we'll all take the stuff we said
We
we were
talked
going
about.
to take, but the potion was the one thing left.
I'll take it
Yeah.
just for this sake.
Okay. Yeah, add a superior healing potion.
All right. All right. Kind of like blinks a couple times. Red eye lights up. Integration, right?
And we're keeping the armor, the belt, and the javelin for Ragnar
Above game,
if
yeah.
he shows up later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just in the bag of holding, sitting in there. I guess. I'll just make sure I've got them.
Above game, they're worth a shit ton too. Anyway.
I mean, I'm fine with that too. Fuck Ragnar.
Okay. Best of luck in your travels.
Well, if you need anything, and I'll indicate the tattoos on my arm. If you need anything before we go, while you got me here, just say the word.
I will let you know.
You always do.
Have fun. And don't forget to write every now and then.
I will. I'll just take out the amulet and jingle it a little bit, and just say, "You'll be close to my heart." Put it back.
Funny. All right. I assume you guys are going back to the inn to sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
Fair looks like shit, so they just head up to their room to go directly to bed. Already been chewed on and not on in the fun way.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Dietrich will stay downstairs for one last nightcap.
Okay.
I'm gonna have one with Dietrich.
I'll probably have one or two.
All right.
Well, how are you two holding up? I'll just say as I like sip from my glass of whiskey.
Well, I watched Farzu die. And then come back to life, basically, or fall over. I thought he was dead for a minute. I was kind of worried.
Dead.
Hey, Dead Club, and I'll sort of raise a glass to Farzu and cheers. So, what happened to you after you died? Did you go anywhere? Did you see anything? Or...
I think I was pretty close. I don't think I actually died, but I think I might have seen my wife.
I didn't have
Oh,
to.
oh, shit! I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Are you all right?
possibly, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how many beers to take. I'll start
Farzu,
chugging down a beer.
I didn't know you had a wife. Tell me about her. Tell me about your life. It's something I've never asked, but it matters to me after all of this.
Well, it's been a real hard one.
What happened?
Uh, my wife was pregnant. Uh, I went out to help a friend, and something happened, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I lost both of them, and just kind of left everything behind. That's why I'm above ground. Been 2 years now.
Or are you at all curious about what happened to them, or who might be responsible?
I'm responsible. I wasn't there.
Well, you weren't there, but you didn't kill them, Farzu. Something else or someone else did the deed. Wouldn't you want to know?
I don't know if that would make it any better.
That's
Hmm.
tough.
Well, that's two things we disagree on.
And you know
Death,
exactly what
or
happened, and
well, no, the two things we disagree on are the value of revenge and the value of monogamy, it would seem.
hmm,
You would feel that way, Dietrich. But
What does that mean?
the value of monogamy, as far as who I applaud you for that. It's lost in this world. Look, my family has been together forever, and it's a value that raised me.
How about you, Emrys? Ever been married? Are you monogamous with anyone yourself?
It's not the way of my people as much as marriage is timeless and endless, but it happens with time, and I am but a youngling among my race.
I almost got married once.
You married to the
I
bartender, I assume?
I said almost, and God no, I wish.
You just immediately look over and it's like,
at that point, I'll ask
She
for another.
clearly doesn't wish. Was it that
No,
fighter?
no, it was the woman I've told you exactly one word about. I believe the word was tabaxi.
Ah,
She and I, well, it was a complicated relationship, to say the least. But I'll just say we both got something we wanted out of it. And we were together for, God, probably 5 years.
Did you love her, though?
Of course I did.
Then why did you not marry her in the end?
Well, well, she asked. One
she
day
asked
she,
you?
yeah, what's so weird about that? Don't be so heteronormative, Varzu.
He
No,
likes a woman that's in control.
one day she asked me to marry her, and I told her the truth. I told her that I didn't particularly believe in monogamy or marriage.
That didn't go very well, did it?
Now, she looked at me like she had just seen a spider, just shrieked and demanded to know how many other women there were. And I mean, she wasn't totally wrong, but I, of course, at the time, thought she was overreacting. But the thing about her, Natalia was her name, she was much, much bigger than me and could have crushed me between her two fingers. So she got angry. She started raging and threatening to kill me if she ever saw me again. And that my friends, is why I left Roguewater and stopped being a pirate. And if you ever tell anybody that that's the real reason, I'll deny everything.
Yeah, this is just between us. I mean, there's nothing to tell. I'm more interested in Farzu, and it makes a lot of sense what's happened now and why he is how he is with his past. And I didn't expect that.
No, most people don't.
You know, my people don't judge as much, and I'm always here if you need someone to talk about that trauma and deal with the things of the past.
I had a very interesting conversation tonight with some priests of Umberley. Had some
Did you?
interesting things to say about death. Well, yeah, that's where I was when y'all were getting your asses kicked by the what's it?
By the Badonkadonk monster?
If I had known, I would have been there, but I figured you
I
were all back at the tavern.
I tried to let you know. And clearly it worked in the end because you came running. You came running.
Oh, I walked outside. I saw giant birds flying in the air and thought that's weird. That's coming from the same direction as the tavern. I should probably see what's going on.
how above
Smart
game. How
choice.
bad does the tavern look?
I mean, the goo has seeped through the floor in the one place, but other than that, it looks fine.
Because didn't they break the door down?
No, they came in through the walls.
Oh, sorry, that was a different door that he broke.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they had some interesting things to say about the nature of death, things that I'll be thinking about for a while.
Is death the end for all of us then?
Well, it depends on what you mean by all of us.
Not for me. That would be the reuniting of me and my wife. And maybe to see
I
what our
mean,
unborn child would look like.
But is
if you
it the
mean
end of all of our adventures?
if you mean all of us, as in the people sitting at this table, then probably, yeah, we're all going to die someday. If you mean all of us, as in all the people in the world, I'm sure there are ways that somebody knows somewhere, but anyone who discovered such a secret would certainly keep it to themselves.
It's valid. It's fair. No,
Oh,
that's
Claire's
fair.
upstairs.
Where are we even going from here? Do we know?
North, I suppose.
That's
I
what I
know
thought we were going.
But why? I mean, I know we're going north, but
I know Nymeria had something to take care of up at the High Frost Keep, very far to the north. And it doesn't seem that we need to go anywhere else with any particular urgency right now. We could at least head in that direction and see what sort of trouble we can get into.
I don't think I want trouble for my wolf.
Well, there's one thing I've learned traveling with you people so far. It's that trouble usually finds us.
I can't let him die, though. It's going to be an interesting adventure tonight.
How long has he been with you?
Since the day I can remember. Alabaster has been great to me. He's protected my family and my father and my mother before me, and he's older and I can't let him die. I can't watch him fall over like he did the other night, Farzu. It it would ruin me.
Have you thought about letting him go?
If he left, he would just find his way home, and it'd be a long journey, but I know he would get there, and ultimately, I don't think I need him after yesterday, Farzu.
Yeah.
Dietrich, I didn't risk him and still succeeded, and I didn't think that could happen. I didn't know that I had power beyond just a wolf attacking and me standing beside him until we started this great adventure.
I think you're stronger than you know, Emrys, and not just because of him.
I guess we'll find out because I can't risk his life anymore. I can't throw him against the booty clap monster again.
Yeah.
It'd suck to get set
Sounds
on by that thing.
sounds terrifying. Sexy, but terrifying.
It went clap, clap, clap all the time.
It was purple too, I think.
Well, stop. You're gonna make me blush.
I don't think you need us to make you blush. Let's just ask the bartender. Hey, bartender, can you make this one blush?
No, probably not.
Oh, that's my secret, Emrys. My skin is orange. I'm always blushing.
Do you have a toupee as well? I think I think it's time that I retire, though. A shot and a goodbye might be what I need for the night.
Goodbye doesn't have to be forever.
It's not.
You also have anything else they'd like to do before they go to bed?
Yeah, I'll let Emrys and Farzu head upstairs first and bring up the rear. And
I'm gonna head
just
outside.
okay. And
He's being
as
weird.
I'm walking back to my room, I'll stop and just knock with one knuckle very softly on Farah's door.
Uh,
Wait a few seconds to see if there's an answer.
how long has it been like since were you like waiting? I guess.
Well, you guys are probably talking downstairs for a hot minute.
Half hour.
Yeah, probably
I'd
close
say
to
an
an hour.
hour.
Probably close to an hour.
Um, there's like a couple seconds of silence, and then Fair just calls back. I'm reading. What is it?
Just wanted to say goodnight.
There's another couple seconds of quiet, and then they come to the door to open it, and they're sort of not wearing their robes anymore. They're wearing like leggings, and they look a lot shorter without their like heeled boots on, and they have one of the books from Big Bird tucked under one arm, and they just look up at Dietrich and say, "Good night." You've said it. Anything else?
He'll think for a couple seconds and then give them a kiss.
They'll accept the kiss and sort of step back and smile. Say, as I said, I was already chewed on tonight once, not in the fun way. They have sort of, I guess, hopefully by now they're starting to heal a little bit, but they've got a bunch of, they've clearly been like beaten up by this monster. So I'm not really. I need to go right to bed, but perhaps another time.
Of course, whenever you want. I sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
It's all right. Good night, Dietrich.
Good night.
Or I sort of step back and kind of like wait for him to leave before they close the door.
I'll step out of the room.
Yeah, they'll just spend an hour reading the Rise of Odoron book from Big Bird before going to sleep, I guess. Anything interesting in there?
Where did I put that? The first one, the Rise of Odoron book.
Yeah.
No. Nothing super interesting. It's mostly a fairly dry history book.
Okay. How
Uh,
long is it? About how far can they make it into the book in an hour?
Well, it's about a couple hundred pages, so probably about 110, probably.
Okay.
Mostly about Odoron being a group of connected cities, with a lot of tension between them, leading to the rise of, or the start of the establishment of a magocracy.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And Dietrich will head off to bed, just still thinking about the fascinating conversation he had with these priests.
Yeah. Okay.
Emrys will head outside and meditate for like an hour or two before, um, resting, and they'll send their wolf on their way out of the city, unbeknownst to the rest of anyone around them. You know, after the day's events of protecting him and making sure he didn't die, he, basically spoke to him about how he can do this without the protection. And he was strong enough to do it after what Dietrich said and the encouragement of Farzu, and wanted him to go safely back to his family and told him that he would be with them soon before going into the meditative long rest that they do.
Okay.
That
Kinda like-
elves do.
Kind of like looks down at the ground, looks up at you, kind of like leans in, and then kind of slowly meanders his way out of the city.
My sheet changes are good to go, so we're set.
Then he will never die.
I never had this companion die like my dragon.
The dog will never die.
He's gonna live to be like 3 times the lifespan of an average wolf, just like Trinket in campaign 1.
Damn Skippy.
Trinket should be like dead for a bear by this point, canonically. But you know what? I'm here for it. Trinket will never die. Trinket supremacy. Okay. Okie dokie. Everybody can hit their long rest buttons.
Don't need it. I haven't rolled a die since we leveled up.
Oops.
Who'd have thunk it? You weren't with us last
Oh
week
my god. Yeah. Are we gonna
on
find out
Dragon
what
Ball Z.
are we gonna find out what I was doing?
Eventually. It'll be a nice little flashback in the most inopportune place, like The Witcher on Netflix.
Well, let me rephrase. Am I gonna find out what I was doing?
Yes, you and I will have a conversation.
Okay,
It's just because I've been
cool.
sick the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, no,
And
I've been
it
out of town.
hasn't
too.
happened.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. Anywho, you all wake up feeling refreshed in the morning.
How much was the beers?
Oh shoot.
I probably had maybe like 5 of them that hour.
Yeah, they're like
I
five
might be
silver.
hungover in
They're
the
like
morning.
5 silver each.
Okay.
You guys want to take out your
Yep, I'm doing that now.
an 8 silver if you guys did the shots.
Yeah, I just had 1 shot of whiskey.
How much
so-
was it? 8?
8, yeah.
I paid her like 4 gold.
Okay.
Okie day.
Okay. You wake up in the morning. What do you all like to do?
Grab some breakfast.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk inside for breakfast, but no wolf behind me or anything, just looking somewhat sad and alone. Almost like slightly depressed, but not depressed and quiet. Not gonna say a word this time.
Like head down.
Yeah, like my best friend has left me kind of deal.
I have a feeling that Farzu would see this and just go over and give you a hug. And a
I would
plate of
definitely give
breakfast.
him a hug. I would hug him back, like,
And Farzu still smells like ale.
you know what
I
happened, Farzu, and it was the best decision I could have made for my friend and my family.
I think
Yes.
Dietrich will come downstairs right at the exact opportune moment and just see the 2 of you in mid hug, and just be like, "Oh, good morning. I didn't realize it was going to be this kind of day."
It's not what you think, Dietrich. I'll turn and look at him. It's not what you think.
Fine.
I lost my best friend for now, at least. He's gone.
You doing all right?
He's alive, so I'll be fine. Eventually, I can tell someone everything that happens, and he was the person that he was the companion that I confided in, and he knew things about all of you all that I wouldn't say to anyone else, and it's tough. Being able to read his thoughts and have him read mine were just it's a different connection that you don't know.
Well, I'm a little new to this whole confiding in people thing, but I think the group of us does okay at that. If you'd ever like to use one of us,
You already know I'm going to at this point, whether it's Nymeria or Fair, you or Farzu, someone will know what's going on in my brain, and hopefully I don't let any of you die because it seems like none of you can heal each other but me.
Squishy is squishy.
I'm working on it.
Do you need another polar bear to give you a hug, Farzu?
No, I'm good.
Fair comes down like in the middle of this, like, use me for what now? Clearly, I've missed part of this conversation, and it seems like our group has gotten a bit smaller, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where Dunce wandered off to last night.
I think he went with Bob. I saw him riding an alligator and saying "Yeehaw," and I was really confused. But he flew over the garden, and it was too much for me.
Um, Well, there he goes again, riding off into the sunset like some kind of Rhineport cowboy.
I thought he was blasting off again.
Sorry, I'm just gonna give the DM a minute because
That was really
he
fucking good.
he hates me right now.
Can we take some points?
Yes, Dietrich, you can have a point.
Yay! Thank
I
you.
thought that was going somewhere completely different, and then you said Ryan, and I was like, son of a bitch.
That was fucking good, Dietrich.
Oh, man.
High five for the setup.
You and I are vibing tonight. We're just putting
Just
stuff
going.
down and
I'm
picking it up,
loving it.
and
no mood, no mood, just vibes.
just vibes.
Just vibes.
But to Fair's question, I'll say, I I meant moral support in context, but if anybody wants to use me for anything else, we can have a conversation.
It was literally just confiding in someone.
Fair just looks amused and winks at Dietrich and goes to get breakfast.
I'm just looking over at Dietrich like, hmm. And then I say to him, did that just happen? I'm confused, but watch out for yourself.
I'm mimicking how Emrys looks over at Dietrich.
Look, I have made no secret of the fact that I am famously down for whatever.
We know he's DTF.
Kitty.
But no, to answer the rather confused looks on your faces, nothing like that. Fair is a fascinating person, but there's a lot they prefer to keep private.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some breakfast and a beer.
It's like 1 gold, 4 silver for all that.
Yeah, I'll join. 1 gold, 4 silver.
What about coffee instead of beer?
1 gold if you're not doing alcohol.
Okay. Once Fair has their food, they rejoin the others and suggest, wasn't there a magic shop, Caliana's magic shop towards the end of town that we wanted to investigate today?
There was. Above game, was that on which end of town was that on?
That is in Moon Pass. It is all the way out of town.
So all the way out of town in which direction?
South.
Okay.
Southeast-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, like east is kind of if we're gonna go on land and not on the water, east is kind of the only direction there is to go anyway, so
Yeah.
should be sort of on the way.
Yeah. We have to go east at least to go up at all. Oh my god. Oh no, wait, never mind. I see the map. Yeah, east.
Yeah, like we're going east, and then we can turn
So
north when we get to like Weldmeyer. But
right, above game. I just want to make sure I understand. Roguewater is on the other side of Cunbader and Wilderrest and so on, correct? That's where that map connects.
Sorry, say that again.
Roguerest or Roguewater.
Yeah.
To the southeast of that is Everham and Ebencliff, right? And Wilmouth.
Yes.
Correct. Cool,
You guys
cool,
were
cool.
if
I
you guys
just
were
wanted
gonna
to
if
make
you guys
sure
were
that I
gonna go
understand that.
if you were to take the road out of Roguewater towards Steelmore, yeah, that's the direction you'd go.
Yeah, I just want to make
Actually,
sure
if you
that
went
it's
if you went due east, you'd hit Wild Rest, but you guys are going north. Because remember, maps
yeah,
wrap.
no. I just want to make sure because like southeast is Grove Rest and then like northeast is east northeast is Rhineport
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
All right, back in game. Sorry.
yeah, we can head southeast to check out this magic shop, but let's turn north before we get to Wilmouth at least.
Okay.
I'd very much like to not go to Wilmouth.
What did you do there?
What didn't he do there?
In Wilmouth, nothing too interesting apart from being born.
Oh.
Makes it more of a reason to go there.
You haven't met my family.
Oh, that would be a treat.
You say that because you haven't met my family.
So you are all right with me joining you for the next leg of your journey, right? Since I was originally just sort of tagging along while you helped me investigate the artifact I'd come into possession of. I did want to keep reading and studying the things that we'd found, but would it be all right if I continued along the same road as you all for a while?
Of course, with
Oh yeah.
this, with the Lord of the Nine Hells after us potentially, we should probably stick together.
All right, thank you. Well, then I have
Got it.
no particular preference for destination right now myself, so.
But Emrys, let me spell this out. I'm 25 years old. I haven't spoken to my parents since I was about 17. And I don't intend to break that streak now.
That is but a drop in the bucket for the people of my life. I'm 130 and I am a youngling among my people.
You're 130?
You
Man,
look
I
I
think
good.
am
young.
still I am still a child among them.
You look pretty good for 130.
Oh
Things
goodness, I'd better
change and
keep my mouth shut then.
things change and come and go, but the one thing I'll tell you, you may not realize it now, but in 10 years you may not have your family. I'm lucky that I have them for longer because I'm an elf. But most people don't live as long as we do. And realize my lifetime is 10 of yours. So don't let your family go to waste.
Or you
Uh,
simply have longer to avoid them. It's been a century since I last spoke to my parents. Or to my mother, anyway. I don't know how my siblings are doing, and I don't care. I've got all of this time left. We don't need to talk to them.
We have time. These two, it doesn't seem like they have as much as us.
Well, if he doesn't want to, then don't. We shouldn't force him.
I'm not saying force. I would never put that upon him, but it's just something to keep in mind that if he has something to say, sometimes it's better to say it now because time won't always make it better.
and Emrys, if they were a loving, caring, nurturing family the way you seem to have, I would agree with you. But once again, you haven't met my parents.
Are they pirates?
No,
Are they
no,
mad at you for being one?
they don't know.
Yeah,
No,
you know what? You just gave me a reason to not go see your family. If they don't know you're pirates, we should avoid that.
no, my parents are nothing as exciting as that. They're in finance. If you ever tell anyone, I'll deny it.
It's illegal
Wouldn't
piracy.
dream of
Got
it.
it. It's illegal piracy. Got it.
So they steal from the poor and give to the rich.
I never had much patience for learning any of it, although it was all my
Uh,
father ever wanted to talk about.
funny, my family had not much to do with money, and it was all about how we survived on our own and with our people. And we have a town that does enough and good for your family, but we should avoid them. I agree now.
Oh, you don't know the half of it, but perhaps it's better if we just go a different direction and forget about it.
Okay. Let's go head to the magic shop. Cool.
Yes, we are.
Cool. 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 All right. We're gonna take our break there. Yay! See you guys back here in a couple minutes. All right, hello.
Not really.
Hi. I'm just casually over here eating a real life goddamn D&D ration.
It's just bread.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really good French baguette.
That stuff you can eat plain.
Yeah.
Weren't you supposed to send us 10 rations each?
No.
I guess we probably should buy more rations, actually. Now that you
Before we
mention it.
leave?
Because what, like, I've been deducting them every time Rai tells us to deduct them, and I've got 4 days worth right now.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that from now on, we're just going to summon good berries and I will hand them out daily to the party. To start with, though, I am going to, while we're still sitting there having breakfast, if you don't mind, I'm going to create poison with my alchemy jug.
Renmark actually made a really, really good point. You can't really... Yeah, like, good berries give you the sustenance you need, but your stomach would still be empty. Like, it would still not be good.
Actually, sorry. I'm gonna create acid with the alchemy jug.
Okay.
At the table, at the breakfast table.
Yeah, it's like setting up his
Correct.
little chemistry set.
Just setting that out, and I'm creating. Let's see. What is that? 8 ounces.
Yeah,
Baby's first poisoner kit.
You have
It's
like
it's
those.
it's 2 vials of acids worth.
You have like the artists where they had the one coffee mug that says paint water and the other coffee mug that says not paint water. And hopefully you remember which is which.
I still like the twist on that joke somebody said. Two chemists walk into a bar or into a restaurant. Waiter asks if they want what do they want to drink. Both of them say water because they're not fucking weirdos. Yeah. Yeah. You can retcon it and say you made 2 things of acid.
Yep.
So we're retconning it that you did that last night, or are you doing that this morning?
Last night.
Cool.
I'm gonna do it every night right before we do a long rest. So I just forgot to retcon that after the, or I forgot to say it after the meditation send dog
Yeah.
off,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then
Right. So we're heading southeast to the magic shop.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Is
guys
there
want
any?
to swing by and get rations on your way?
Yeah, let's if there's any place that sells just general provisions.
Yeah, because that is closer to where you guys are in town, so it doesn't really make sense to double back.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Emrys a bunch of empty vials and flasks,
yes,
and let's maybe look into like getting horses for everybody.
Okay.
I'd rather a pony. Horse is just a little too big for me.
Yeah, it might be a little big for you.
And when everybody goes up to like what 20 rations,
Sure.
however much that costs.
yeah. How much are they gonna cost?
Yeah.
They're 2 apiece, right?
20 rations is 10 gold, so however much you need, it's 5 silver per.
Okay.
So I would need 8 gold.
I'll buy 20.
And then flasks or vials. What am I looking at? How many can I get?
You'd be looking at vials for acid and flasks for oil if you ever want to make oil.
Yeah, I'm just asking how many.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, they're in the inventory, and I never remember how much they are.
No. They're 1 gold piece each. I just don't know how many I can get at this general goods vendor.
I mean, how many do you want?
Let's see, you can make 2 a day, so maybe 20 vials, and
Yeah.
then
He easily has that many.
let me look up.
Rations is a custom item for
Nope.
D&D. What is it under?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
It's
Yeah, it's one of
under
those flasks.
adventuring gear.
Yeah, if you just type in rations, it should be right there.
You have some in your equipment. I don't know, you don't. Yeah, but it should just be right there.
I can't find flask money, so
It's flask and or a tankard. It's a common adventuring gear.
tankard. Yeah, I found it now.
And those are dirt cheap, so if you want to get 20 of those too.
Yeah,
I kind of regret not bringing butter up.
All right, I'm paid out.
Cool.
And how much for, I guess, 4 horses and a donkey or a pony?
Fuck me. I swear to God it was on this. Dang it. I didn't pull it up because I thought it was on that.
It's under riding horse in general gear,
Well,
but or I don't think there's a pony. Oh yeah, there is a pony item,
there is.
which is a lot cheaper, but yeah, it's medium sized, so you can only ride it if you're small.
Yeah. Give me a second.
I am small.
Right. So the listed costs, at least for each of us,
Yeah, I thought it
it
was.
would be 75 for a horse.
75.
For you, it would be 30 for a pony.
Yeah, that is correct.
So
30
seven
gold?
and a half plat.
Yep.
75 gold.
Or theoretically, buy 2 horses and get a cart.
Be down with that.
Yeah, it's not as fun though.
It's not as fun. I want my own horse.
And then we're like trapped in the cart, bumping up and down on the road together the whole
I
time. It's like you want to be able
I,
to ride out a little bit and get a little bit of time to yourself.
I bought my own horse because I would like to put saddlebags on it eventually and have it have a carrying capacity as well.
I've never ridden a horse.
It's okay. There are
Is it a draft
friends.
horse or a riding horse?
Riding.
Riding horse. Is it draft horse is like only for carrying gear. It's like a pack animal.
And then another 10 for a saddle and 4 for saddlebags. Gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
What for what?
Yeah, it's 75 for a riding horse.
Yep.
And then it's 10 for a riding saddle.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
40 gold?
And then it's
4 gold for saddlebags.
yep. 4 gold for saddlebags.
All purchased up.
Yeah.
Or
That's cool. It actually adds the horse and the saddlebags as containers in your
Yeah.
inventory.
That's really cool.
You can move different stuff around to them, which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Draft horse? We just call that Budweiser. Oof.
Oh my god, Jess. Thank you so much for making my day.
That was funny as hell. I really like that joke.
So it'd be 40 for 4 platinum and 4 gold for me. Mine's pony, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll remove that. So it'd be saddle riding and saddlebags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, I guess a tip. So on D&D Beyond,
Yep.
don't check the square next to the horse or the saddlebags. Because if you check the square, what it does is it adds the weight that it's carrying to your own encumbrance.
Okay.
So like, yeah. So like put the saddle and the saddlebags, like add them to the horse,
But they're now part of your equipment. They're their
but
own
uncheck them because you're not carrying those things. So they don't count against the weight you can carry. And I'm gonna actually right now I'm gonna move all my rations to my saddlebags to free up some weight.
That's what I was gonna do.
Well, you should also do it then.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you guys need to do to your inventories, or?
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
while we're still looking for mundane equipment, is there a place in town to buy incense?
No, that'd be more like a magic shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for diamonds in that magic shop. Maybe a few other weird different things.
Okay. Let's make your way to the outskirts of town. You thought inside the walls was seedy. Wait until you get outside the walls of Roguewater. There's a whole other level. So you guys finally arrived at the magic shop that you all were told about.
All right, right. Actual above game question.
Yeah.
This some will help me. Since I'm not playing a caster normally. So on my components, anything in parentheses that says it's worth a gold value is consumed upon use of the spell, correct?
Except for the fact that you're a druid, so your spell casting focus covers everything up to 100 gold.
Okay.
'Cause
So
you
I'm
have a
going to be
druidic
looking for
focus.
some other stuff, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause
Yes,
you have
yes,
a druidic
yes.
focus, yeah.
Well,
So
and
when-
your moon sickle is your focus.
Correct, but
It can
that
be
doesn't.
used as your focus.
That doesn't cover anything above 100.
Above 100, yeah.
Yeah. Although optional,
Alright.
Tasha's optional rules, an epic item like that covers up to 500 gold, except if the spell consumes it. So
What are you gonna let me go by that on?
it kind of is. It kind of
Well,
doesn't matter because a lot of your spells that you have stuff actually consume it. Like summon Fae consumes it.
Yes, which is why I was looking for gilded flowers. Question was Draconic Spirit, that dragon engraved object.
Yeah, that was not covered, but that also doesn't consume it.
That's why I was gonna ask if that went on to the
Summon
focuser.
Fae, for some reason, Summon Fae does, but Draconic Spirit doesn't. I do not understand. Besides power creep, I don't understand it.
Summon Fae doesn't consume it.
Oh,
No, it
yeah.
doesn't. No, and neither does Draconic Spirit. So I was gonna ask while we were
Yeah.
looking around, but I wanted to make sure if you were gonna let me use the moon sickle count or not in the campaign. Because I didn't cover that question earlier.
Yeah, I will say not for summoning spells because they're specific.
Okay. So I'm going to be looking for image of a dragon, gilded flowers,
Some weird shit.
things I would use to summon.
I'm gonna be looking for some weird shit.
Yeah. Like gold fucking flowers and tablets with dragons on them, things like that would consume my mind now. Things that have like changed since my wolf has run away.
I'm making sure Nymeria doesn't need any components. Nope. Okay. That out of the way, you all walk into this tiny, dusty little magic shop. Racks of scrolls and other things on the wall, all covered in a layer of dust. Boxes of reagents on the floors, stacked fairly high. Different labels in different languages. Some you read, some you don't.
Fair will go immediately for the scrolls.
Okay. There are a lot of interesting ones here. Spell Scroll of Unseen Servant. Spell Scroll of Control Water. Ooh, Spell Scroll of Hideous Laughter. Spirit Guardians. Maelstrom. Getting into the real fun stuff. You see one for something called Irresistible Dance. Project Image. Magnificent Mansion. Anything sound interesting?
Let's see. Above game, I'm gonna check out the spells if you wanted to work with someone else in the meanwhile.
Okay.
Thank you.
There are
So I'm
boxes and boxes of different types of material components spewed out in rows, very unorganized. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go through the boxes and look for diamonds or gilded flowers or like any like stone tablets that may have like a dragon drawn on them. Just things that I might use for now.
Okay.
And feeling feeling a little self-conscious about my lack of spellcasting prowess, I'm just gonna open up my component pouch and just check to make sure there's enough sand in there. Yep, we're all set. I can
Sand.
keep comprehending languages.
Pocket sand.
And I hand him a jar full of dirt that might help him.
No.
I've got a jar of
No,
dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
it's specifically sand and soot is what I need for comprehend languages.
But you
And
see,
that's
like,
the only
boxes of.
material component I need right now.
But you open up boxes, and there's boxes of, like, little tiny gold vials. It looks like holy water. There are jars that, in some of these that are really, really tiny, that look like it's black water, which is unholy water. You see a box that's just literally grasshopper legs. As you're going through this, different colored sands. There's a box of gauze.
I'm imagining it's like a candy store where there's those like there's like the wall of the clear plastic tubs with like the little scoops, and you take the scoop and just dip it into the
They
grasshopper
got
legs.
rid of those at Wegmans in the candy section, and I'm so sad.
Oh.
No. What they switched to is the ones that hang on the wall, and then you twist the little knob and it spills out the bottom.
Yeah.
Do I find anything that I am looking for? Diamonds or
Make an investigation check.
It's more like the M&M store in Times Square.
Oh, I went to the one in Vegas, dude. That is so sick. All blue
That's
variety pack, baby. Let's go.
for a 21?
Nice. You don't find diamonds.
Do I find a gilded flower?
You see,
or
like, there's like yew branches. There's like a paper. There's like a wasp nest in some of them. In one box, there's like just a glass slipper. Dried ants in another box. Eventually, you come onto this box. It's heavier than the others. You open it up. And I actually rolled this on the magic shop table. You open it up, and it is a like 4-inch by 4-inch like gold inlaid with gems, with teeth and like tail decorations and fins on the back of it, of this dragon made out of ivory.
I want this, please, as I hold it up. It's so pretty. I like animals. I'm pretending like I have no idea what I could use this for, by the way.
Yeah.
So that it's just like,
Caraway.
oh, this is something I want with me.
I forgot her name. I had it written down and now I can't find it.
Kaliana?
Kaliana, thank you. I know I put it in the Roguewater doc and it's not in the Roguewater doc and it's pissing me off. Anyway, Kaliana now kind of comes forward. It's an older half-elf woman, some gray in her hair. Oh, you want that? Do you?
It's a friend.
Yes, it's very useful.
It's very pretty. It's something I wouldn't have expected to come upon here. I can make it a friend if you'd like to see, even.
No, I believe you.
You're one of the few that can. The rest seem to be dead by the hand of my eagles. Or standing beside me, and they're friends.
Interesting. That's a very decorative piece. Not really inherently magical like things I sell here. Is there anything else I can help you all with, since he seems to have found what he's looking for?
Looking around, is there anything in the way of like weapons, armor, other gear?
Quarterstaffs.
There are a few scattered weapons and armor.
Yeah, I'll just take a look at what's there, see if there's anything that I like better than what I currently have.
I don't think there's anything better than what you currently have.
Okay. That is fine. I am pretty broken as is.
Like, the couple armor pieces that are hanging off the wall seem to be, like, studded leather that have been imbued with some, like, magical resistances kind of pieces. There is a helmet on the wall that does catch your eye, though.
Take a look at the helmet.
It's a full helmet. It's a full helmet. Um, and it has these two kind of like green glass pieces that kind of flip over, and then have a couple of like glass pieces that are up that flip down over the ears as well.
An above game, what is this?
Helmet of comprehending languages.
Oh, a helmet that duplicates one of the two spells I can already cast.
Yeah, but at will.
Yeah. Um, how much?
I've had that forever. I'll let it go for 70.
Yeah, that sounds like a good price.
Excellent.
I'll take it for 70.
You never did tell me how much my dragon friend here was going to cost.
Wow. I think it's worth at least 500 gold. But it's been sitting around my shop for a very long time and isn't usable by that many people. Do you want to say 450?
I could do with that. He will be a great friend to the elves, and you know how much we can bring into you. And I do have a staff that you might like as well, as I pull out the staff of the adder and say, it will probably sell quickly if you would like this. I need to get rid of it at some point. I am gonna buy that for 450 gold pieces though.
Okay. Interesting. I've seen a similar staff, but different in my travels. I'll buy it for 60. Or just take 60 gold off the price. That's what, 390?
Yes, we can do that. That's fair. And then I'll hand the staff over and get it out of my.
Above game note, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Any quarterstaffs?
None that would probably interest you, unfortunately.
Oh.
Do I overhear any of this? I don't know, like where in the shop I'm standing,
I mean, yeah, she's not being quiet.
and
Like,
I'll just ask you. And how do you presume to know what my friend here is interested in?
Deep Gnome, based off his demeanor, probably a
Here.
spellcaster, I would imagine. Not someone who's looking to get into physical combat.
It's more so if someone runs past me.
Trip them.
True.
And above game, Farzu, you'd be better off with a dagger than a quarterstaff if that's all you want it for.
Yeah.
I have a dagger.
Yeah,
I could always make it a flame tongue dagger.
because the dagger you can attack. You use your dex for your attack rolls and damage bonus. Quarterstaff, you'd have to use strength.
Oh,
So like even though the dagger has a smaller die, because your dex is better than your strength, it's probably just as much damage, if not more. And it's gonna hit more often. But it's your call.
Yeah.
no.
'Cause there are lots of other
Also, above
quarterstaff.
game, there are
Also,
more.
like
Also, above game, there are more daggers that add bonuses to spellcasting modifiers than there are quarterstaffs in 5th edition.
Okay,
there
let's see
really?
if there's any
Yeah.
better daggers.
There's 4 staffs.
Oh, there are a lot more staffs than that.
No, there are more staffs. Hardly any of them add +1 to your spell attack and damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there are more daggers that do that than there are staffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she have any interesting looking daggers?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh. You bring that up and she has nothing.
Yes.
Oh.
It was more for future reference.
How much for the scroll of control water?
Let me see. That's roughly 360 gold.
And how about the magnificent mansion?
I like the sound of that one.
Right?
Yeah, what's
It's
not
gonna
to
be
like?
a long time till I can manage that spell.
Yeah.
Can't cast that one for a hot minute, but oh, that spell scroll's about 4,100 gold.
And what about the hideous laughter?
That's about. Oh, God, it's only a first level scroll. I'll probably let that go for about 30 gold.
All right. And what about spirit guardians?
Third level scroll, that is about 180 gold.
All right.
Above game, I don't think you can put spirit guardians in your spellbook though.
No, but it sounds cool.
It would be a cool thing to just be able to do one time, but
Yeah.
yeah. And I'll lean over and whisper to Fair, like when you say control water, how much water are we talking about?
Quite a bit, I think.
Really? So we're talking about like causing a hurricane, not just turning on a spigot?
That would be more like the maelstrom, I think.
See, the maelstrom I like the sound of. You could sink a whole ship with that, possibly.
I
And
think so.
we know of a few ships out there that
Could use some sinking.
could use some sinking.
Well, how much for the scroll of maelstrom?
Um, Being it a 5th level scroll, it's a bit more expensive. I currently have it on my list for about 1,250 gold.
Do you want me to split the cost with you? I I don't have any hope of ever being able to cast that, but some sunken ships would do us rather nicely in the future, I would imagine.
I don't think that's something I could cast more than once. Only from the scroll.
Yeah, I believe Maelstrom
It's
is
a
not
druid
on the
Oh,
spell.
spell list. Yeah.
Yeah,
what spell
unfortunately.
list is that on?
Druid.
I think Storm Cleric gets it too.
Looks like just druid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if oh wait, well, if it's a 5th level druid spell, I guess Emrys could just prepare it like any day we want.
Yeah.
I can.
So I guess we don't need a scroll
Mm-hmm.
unless we just want to have an extra one. But I once Emrys could prepare it and then scribe scrolls of it and then unprepare it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But so
Um.
I don't know that we need to spend money on that right now.
Well, no, yeah, actually, he can cast it. He can make a spell scroll of it one day.
One day, not today.
Yeah. It'll just be
Well,
16 hours.
that would take like pretty much an entire day.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
16 hours. It's 16 hours.
All right. What about the scroll of hideous laughter, the scroll of control water, and the scroll of spirit guardians for 500?
I'm in the business of making money, and that sounds like an acceptable offer.
All right.
was there a but there? It sounded like you were about to add something.
No.
Oh,
So that's a deal then. 500 for the 3 scrolls.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anything else we need? Fair, Fair, Farzu, do you have all the paper and ink you need to write stuff in your little books?
Well, I have all the ink I need. I think Farzu, you need to buy some now.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I don't have any ink or parchment. I would like some to write some spells myself.
Magical ink is 50 gold a vial. Container.
I'll take one. How much
I
gold do you
think
need?
I'm okay for now.
Parchment. Magical parchment that is suitable for spell scrolls. Spell vellum is 10 gold per sheet. Above game, it is literally 1 vial of ink per spell level.
Per spell level?
Uh-huh.
That's why I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Oh,
I'm
No.
gonna pass.
no. Hmm.
That's what makes Fair's subclass the best, because they just get to copy over spells for free.
I want to put things in a book. That's amazing. Fair.
It's what makes alchemist supplies a pretty good tool to have.
I already know
You
what
can
I'm
just
making
make
next
it.
time.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were making mayonnaise next.
No. No.
in
No.
the alchemy jug?
Yes, or beer.
not
Beer.
both.
Mayonnaise flavored beer.
Make,
Or,
make
I
mayonnaise.
was-
Make mayonnaise and tell somebody it's
Oh.
beer.
I was thinking beer flavored mayonnaise.
I was
Ooh.
thinking of the
Ooh.
Peeps wine.
Oh, yeah.
The
the-
glass, the picture of the glass with the little peep
Yeah.
eyes just floating in it.
Oh, don't tempt me.
I
Don't
was
tempt
thinking
me
of
with it
that.
next time.
All that stuff that Heinz started making with like the mayo chup.
Dude, I like mixing mayonnaise and ketchup, man.
I mean, that's what secret sauce. That's what
It's
the special sauce is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No. McDonald's Big Mac sauce is literally just Thousand Island dressing. It is literally just Thousand Island dressing from the craft supplier. Like, that's literally what it is. All of a sudden, you see a red dot on my forehead.
I was gonna
Oh,
say, are they
shit.
gonna
Shit.
are they gonna cap you for saying that on stream?
Oh shit. And then if you guys like In-N-Out secret sauce, their actual recipe got leaked like 3 years ago. So you can just make it at home.
Cool.
It's it's mayonnaise, ketchup, chopped
Right.
pickles.
Rai-Rai's gonna get assassinated any minute now.
Rai
It's-
is a restaurant manager. I'm gonna tell you straight up that the
You're gonna be-
McDonald's sauce is not Thousand Island.
Yeah.
110% it is not.
Yeah, you're gonna be
I promise
renditioned.
you it's not.
Are you just trying to
You're gonna
stop me
be
from
ren-
getting assassinated?
You're
I
gonna be
am not. I'm
renditioned.
actually telling you it's not.
Because that's
You're gonna be
literally that's literally what the guy who was the corporate chef at McDonald's for 20 years said on TikTok.
No, he said it was not fucking Thousand Island. It has no fucking pickles in the goddamn sauce, motherfucker.
Where are you getting your Big Macs from?
Jeez. You're gonna be renditioned to a black site any minute now.
I'm gonna.
You do know that we
I'm-
just got banned off Twitch for this, right? They were like, "Nope,
Nope,
he's
done.
revealing
Absolutely
sauces.
done.
That's it."
I'm gonna
He's
get
done,
taken. No,
canceled.
Lenny, I'm not gonna get black-sided. I'm gonna get taken to the Scientology prison in California.
Yeah, something
That's
like
how
that.
much they're gonna bury me. I had Jess is asking in chat, when is Outback going to start selling their sauce in bottles in stores? I need that bloomin' onion sauce, man. I need it.
We're not.
If Chick-fil-A can do it, so can you. Outback Ranch, also one of the best ranches out there. Anyways, back on topic. Is there anything else you guys would
Is there anything magical that I do not need to like attune to?
I mean, it's inherently hard.
Like something interesting or even something for a good time.
Dang, apparently Jess asked that question not knowing that you work for Outback.
Actually, I didn't know that either. So
Well, see, okay, so we're never gonna bottle our sauces
He
because the
doesn't
shelf
work.
life on them.
He doesn't work for
No,
Outback.
no, no, no,
I'm
no, no,
kidding.
no, 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 no. I'm known as a streamer on Twitch,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
My bosses know and they're good with it. So we will never bottle our sauces because they are made from scratch. They have a 3-day shelf life, and the amount of ingredients and the batch size would not work. So look, the moment I put it on a shelf, we use 0, 0, 0 things to actually make it hold longer. It is a 3-day shelf life on that item, so I can never sell it on a stock shelf in a store. I won't do it.
What we can do is have Emrys sit up there with it, so then he'll be an elf on the shelf.
I could, or an Eevee on a shelf. Into next week's episode.
I could eat the bottle in 3 days. That's the answer. That's the reply.
That's
Hell
the correct
yeah.
answer.
The
Yes,
correct
you
answer.
can.
Jess,
You just
so
need
the
a big enough
problem
straw, right?
So the problem I
You need
have
what?
is once I mix the ingredients, it has 3 days to on a shelf life. So by the time I bottle and ship it, it's done.
Oh man, make a investigation check, Farzoo.
Dice.
You
dice,
find
dice.
naught but mayonnaise.
Investigation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my 19
Okay.
plus 4.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought there was something in the store that didn't require a 2-minute. It does because it's the
Oh.
dumbest fucking item in the game.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Well, what is it? Now you have to tell us.
Charlatan's dice,
Oh.
which is 2 6-sided die, and you attune to them, and you can control whatever side they land face up on.
Am I still burning my 19?
No, I'll say you won't bring your
Okay.
19.
Okay. Cool.
I guess going through the spell reagents, are there any like ivory strips? Looking for things for casting legend lore. And then incense, which I think is useful for a bunch of things.
Yeah, there is a box, like one of the reagent boxes of incense. It has a fair bit of it in it.
Okay.
So how much do you need?
250 gold's worth.
That would be basically the entire box.
Okay.
There's also there's not ivory strips, but there is a ivory statue that is kind of in multiple pieces that you see on one of the shelves.
What does it look like? Are they all pieces from the same statue? And what does it
Yeah,
look like
they're all
those?
pieces from the same statue. It was some type of animal, kind of nondescript,
So
Bless you.
right.
like worn down from like hand touching.
Okay. Did it look like it was deliberately broken or just kind of
It just kind of fell apart, accidentally dropped.
okay?
Yes, she is.
One platinum is 10 gold, right? In this
Yes.
Yep.
game. Okay. Part of my brain was still in Guild Wars mode, and I'm like, oh my god, no, not that.
Everything is 10, so one
Except for
platinum.
the stupid Electrum.
Nobody fucking uses Electrum. Actually, it is not true. One of my friends used Electrum exclusively instead of gold to piss off his players.
Hey, Rai, that dragon statue, what am I putting it in my inventory as?
I will add it to your inventory because I'll just make a custom
Thank
item
you.
for it.
Thank you.
Most-
I was just really confused for a second. I was like, I don't see
Yeah.
something for this.
Most
Sorry.
most spell components like don't exist as an item in the game. You just have to make it as a custom item and
Mhm.
Oh,
put in how
I
much
could
it
have done
costs.
that. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing.
Yeah.
he described it so intricately that I was like, an ivory statue that looks like a dragon.
I guess I'll get like 200 gold worth of incense for right now.
Okay.
I have 100 gold worth.
Okay. And then I suppose if you need more, and I haven't used mine yet, just
Yeah.
ask.
So what a lot of people do for component override is, if it has to be a specific amount, is like they'll take the gems that are that amount and put them in their inventory and then aim it. So like black opal is a 500 gold gem, so then you just put a black opal in your inventory and you just replace dragon statue. Yeah, 200 gold
Okay.
in incense, and then the broken statue. I'll do like,
How much for the broken statue?
I'll do like 8 silver on it. It has inherent value as ivory, but
Right, because it's interesting.
of course. All right. Is there anything else that I can help you all with in town or in my shop?
Got a magical beer stein that fills up with beer all the time?
I wish I did. That would be amazing.
I like an endless source of drink.
You know that we have one, right?
Not water, Dietrich. Beer.
I gesture to Emrys's alchemy jug.
That's only once per day.
Yeah, but do you know how much beer it makes once per day? It might be a whole day's worth of beer. I don't know. Ask
Yeah.
him.
I don't think you'd want to waste it on beer. Well, he might.
Farzu. Do you really think that me and you can't enjoy 4 gallons of beer a day?
4
Or
gallons?
yes, or a gallon of wine
How much is
together?
4 gallons of beer? That's like
4
16
gallons
pints?
of, yes, it's 16 pints. It's a lot of beer.
2 pints in a quart. 4 quarts
Should
in a
have.
gallon. 32
16
pints.
pints.
32.
It's a lot of alcohol, Farzu.
I think we can have a good night with that.
For perspective, a growler is half a gallon. So it's 8 growlers a day. You're fucking fine. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
We should do that one night and see how good it makes it beer. Or how good it makes its beer. Something. I don't know.
Are you drunk already?
No, just common hard.
Don't worry, man. We'll make beer tomorrow, Farzu. I will get you
Yeah.
drunk from the gallon. Well, from the many gallons this jug can make.
Let's hope it's good stuff.
Even if it's shitty, it's a lot of beer.
Yeah,
And
after
it's
the first couple
free.
gallons, does it matter?
It's like Michelob Ultra. Once you drink 3 or 4, you don't really give a fuck.
I'm pretty sure above game, at least the way we ran it in the Monday campaign, the wine or beer that comes out is as good as you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's like if I decided to make really high-end
Correct.
champagne with the alchemy jug, it would. If I decided it was going to
Huh.
be swill, it would. Like
Damn.
it's just like,
So
yeah,
are we gonna make
all
it?
it says is beer. It's up to you.
So are we gonna make it to the North Pole? Or are we
You can make a
die in a
yeah,
ditch on the way and get shit
yeah.
faced?
Not with Emrys making 8 growlers of double IPA every day.
Maybe not every day, but
Yeah, some variety. Stout.
No,
Sure.
maybe a stout once in a while.
what about whiskey?
Can the
you make
alchemy jug make Outback sauce?
No.
It only
It's
lasts.
mayonnaise based, bitch. Yes, it can.
Yeah, sure, whatever. You're not wrong. It can make mayonnaise. I
Fair.
want.
I
Just
know it
curious
can.
about the condiments of the surface elves.
Yeah, I want to make an alchemy jug now that's just different sauces from restaurants.
Yeah. Like
Yo, I will so run that alchemy jug like a
it can make
motherfucker.
it can make 8 different kinds of sauce: Tabasco, sriracha, just like 8
McDonald's
different
secret
kinds of hot
sauce,
sauce.
In-N-Out
No,
fry
no, 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 no.
sauce, Outback
We're gonna
spicy.
do Chick-fil-A sauce has to be on there.
Yeah.
Like, we just gotta go through a list of not Tabasco or
Yeah.
sriracha, but
We'll
like
think about it later, but we're definitely making an alchemy jug that's just sauces.
It has like one of those plastic
Taco Bell
cups on the
fire
top.
sauce.
Yes. Yeah, this is definitely happening after session now.
I think we should be on our way though. If we have nothing else to buy.
Got everything I need, I think.
I can't afford anything else or else I would.
I'll attempt to be able to ride this thing on with 4 legs.
Yeah, are you guys heading off to Wildmeyer already?
Sure.
Yeah, in that direction.
Cool.
Sure.
That's like the next thing
Correct.
east.
Everybody roll their animal handling check for me.
Oh god.
At least I have
An
a +5
animal
to that.
handling check?
Yeah.
No problem.
Alright.
I think I
Damn
will
it.
use an inspiration on that because people are watching.
You have a free
Yeah.
inspiration from me.
I'm gonna.
And
Oh yeah,
24.
I'm gonna use my free inspiration from Aang.
Oh, I will use that one
Yeah, no.
too.
That's still terrible. I'm gonna use a luck point.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna use that.
20.
It's probably the best I'm
I
gonna do.
look like I know what
13
I'm
for
doing.
Nightmare after using inspiration.
I rolled a 24 without mine,
You're
so someone else can have my inspiration.
I
I
rolled a
had
19 with this.
I've got a 14.
That's fine. It's not super high DC.
Right,
As you
but I needed 3 tries in order to get it.
That's fucking
That
hilarious.
high.
So, I do need somebody to roll for the travel day though.
What do you want?
It's a D20.
D20?
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay, roll another D20 for me, please.
13.
Okay. A light northern wind blows into your faces, bringing cold with it. Much chillier than what you guys have been used to dealing with. As you ride off towards Weldmeyer and take your full day of travel. I know it's early, but that's where we'll leave it. It
Wait,
seems
do
Alright.
we get
to stop and
another
think.
episode of Downtime?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get one last week.
This was fucking great, by the way.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This was really good.
Do you need to do it more
We can
often?
save the world.
Need to do it more often.
By the way, Alabama sucks. Go fucking balls. If you're an Alabama fan, I'm really fucking sorry, but it's great, and I know
Yeah.
you're watching on YouTube, so I'm
It's
sorry.
It's a
about
good
your
day when
week.
it's a good day when Nick Saban loses, man. All right, we're gonna go raid one of our friends. We'll see you guys later. See you guys next Monday. Peace out.